But first, guys and girls, you know this is the best time of the year, right? Football is back. We're talking Premier League in the UK, in the US, NFL Sundays and college football Saturdays. And with that comes the glorious grind of fantasy football lineup. So this is where your inner manager comes alive.
Are you serious?
Setting the perfect fantasy roster, screaming at your TV, and making last-minute waiver moves that either make you a hero or the guy everyone ridicules in the group chat. You know, I've been there.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
But listen, while you're over here making sure your fantasy team is dialed in, don't let your personal grooming become the guy that gets left on the bench. Because let's be honest, nobody wants to fumble their grooming routine. That's where Manscaped's Performance Package 5.0 Ultra comes in, acting as your all-in-one grooming playbook. From keeping things sharp down below with the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra to taking care of those rogue nose and ear hairs with the Weed Whacker 2.0.
You got me.
This is the lineup that will keep you looking and feeling like a champ on and off the field. Clean, confident, and ready to dominate your fantasy league. The Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra Groin and Body Hair Trimmer is the franchise player of your grooming roster with precise trimming capabilities. It's reliable, efficient, and gets the job done without fumbling. Whether it's for date night, a weekend tailgate, or just everyday grooming, this is the tool you want on your squad. And then let me tell you about this, the Weed Whacker 2.0, because we've got to be honest here, no one wants a surprise nose or air hair making a guest appearance on game day. So the Weed Whacker 2.0 handles those details like a pro, keeping you neat and ready to go. No missed tackles in your grooming gang. And look at it there, what a product. The Performance Package 5.0 Ultra doesn't stop at grooming essentials. It also comes with 2 free gifts.
Wow.
The Boxers 2.0 Midnight Bravo and the Shed 2.0 toiletry bag, premium gear to ensure you're always ready for action, whether at home or on the road. So join the over 10 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped and get ready for kickoff by heading over to manscaped.com. Use the code OUTSPOKEN for 20% off today. That is 20% off and free shipping. Trust me, you'll be drafting the real MVP of grooming this season.
We don't do that here.
And just before you come in, I want to share with you a post on X from the royal YouTuber, according to Taz, who wrote, "Can't believe the number of people think that Harry wants a reconciliation. He wants leverage and content to sell. He might be convincing a few people he's changed, but it will only be weaponized them to fight his battles for him. Fact. He does not want peace because he's not sorry." And Sam, I have to agree with Taz on this. I do. I don't believe him. I don't trust his motives.
What the hell?
If he was going to get another Netflix deal, he'd probably be quite happy. He's worried about the money running out, and he's worried about the fact that no one gives a damn about him and Meghan because he no longer has any proximity or connection to the royal family.
Nice.
Well, exactly. And she's right. And you're right. I had never. And that's why I wondered, will he be wearing a wire? The Royals are always going to have that big question mark, because I haven't seen anything. I don't think anybody else has, to substantiate that the Netflix contract was ever dissolved. In other words, is Netflix behind this thing?
I don't know.
Let's get him back into the fold and let's get some good stuff. Let's get,
point.
Really. So if I were the Royals, I would say, before you step foot in this palace, in our lives, we want proof from lawyers all signed that there has been a dissolution, that the contract has been dissolved, closed out, or hasta luego, bye. Don't even come here.
I don't like where this is going.
Because there's that question mark. And I would say the greater likelihood, given lots of evidence and past demonstration, is that if that Netflix contract is still intact, oh, Houston, we have a problem.
Oh! Ew! Dude! What the fuck?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like,
But the thing is, Sam, William is not going to be that stupid. And I'm not calling the king stupid. It's not about that. It's just he's in a very different place. He is battling very serious cancer and he wants an easier life. And so for him, an easier life is the idea of Harry not hating the family.
Yeah, right.
At the same time, Sam, Charles, I am told from very reliable sources, cannot afford to and does not want to fund Harry's life and lifestyle and pay for his security and all of that type of thing. So you've got the money issue going on too. But William is going to be uncompromising because the thing is, Harry was warned time and again, Sam.
Okay.
If you go after the wives, if you go after Catherine, if you go over after Camilla, there's the red line, you would have crossed it. And he ignored that advice. And he crossed the red line and he attacked Catherine and he attacked Camilla.
Are you sure about that?
And so Charles may be able to forgive. It's his son. Remember, I've reported on William for many, many years. He's a stubborn guy. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with him being stubborn. I don't think that he should forgive Harry. I don't think he should forgive Harry. I don't think he can trust Harry. And as you say, Harry hasn't even offered up an apology. All he's done is said, oh, maybe I now won't demand that you apologize to Meghan. I mean, that is the delusion of this guy, Sam.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's another component to this because I know culture and tradition in Great Britain intertwined with the public is very different than in America, where we tend to be more rugged individualists. So with that said, it seems like, and I had heard, he also hurt the public. He betrayed public trust.
He did.
You know, and there was a time in an interview when he said, and it was everywhere in their PR, I was never happy in Great Britain anyway. I didn't really like it there.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you.
We don't care.
So how do the people of Great Britain feel that this guy all of a sudden wants to...
We don't want him back.
No, exactly.
I mean, Sam, that is such a good point that you've raised, because what about the Netflix documentary where he also trashed the fact that we had voted for Brexit and tried to make out that the country was full of the far right? Ludicrous. We voted for Brexit because we believe in the nation state, we believe in borders, and we were worried about what was happening to our country.
Okay.
What about the fact, Sam, that he trashed the Commonwealth in the Netflix series and tried to say that it was British Empire 2.0? That was the life's work of the late Queen Elizabeth II. And I will say, I do not believe the British public will forget that Harry made Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip's dying days a misery.
Come on now, dog.
A misery. Because of his victim complex. That was inexcusable. They had delivered a life of service for us. They deserved their family to be on board and on side for the past few years. And he can kid himself as much as he wants that his grandmother loved him.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
Well, she may have loved him. I'm sure she did love him. She did not love his behaviour, Sam. She did not love his behaviour.
No.
She refused the half in and half out deal at the Sandringham Summit.
No, and he sat there and let his wife mock Queen Elizabeth as she was dying of bone cancer.
With the
that
bow.
was disgusting, you know. And then there's this other little tidbit. You can't help but bring this up given everything that's going on globally.
Okay.
In his book, he bragged about killing 25 Taliban members. Now, in my opinion, he has to be really stupid or just doesn't read to know that there's a large Muslim Islam population in Great Britain.
Boy.
So to just think he's going to jump back there with no apology about that, with no public statement, with no and act like that's okay. His return is okay, not only with British citizens who now are largely Muslim as well.
Oh my God!
Who does he think he is? Just offending, insulting, violating everybody, but I'm going back. Well, what you have a lot of a lot of apologizing to do at a minimal before you do that. But I think it's a stupid move on his part. I think he's lost. He needs years of counseling, and I think he's, again, with Arrested Development, in my opinion. I think he's living in a fantasy world now, and he wants an opiate, a Band-Aid, an escape. Escapism doesn't work with all the damage he's done.
Fact.
He's got to take another approach.
And he made himself a security target. That's the thing. He made himself a security target by revealing that information. And then he wants his dad to come in and force the British government to fund his security. That's not how it works. There has to be a division between the royal family and the government.
Are you serious?
I mean, this Mail on Sunday article said one friend has already devised a strategy for how Harry might begin moving in UK circles again, even carrying out very low-key royal duties. Although the Duke is said to be open to ideas from many sources.
Nice.
A source said that the friend believes if Harry comes back to the UK with zero fuss and does zero publicity and attends very mundane events, he could prove himself and win over the British public again. Nuh-uh. Ain't happening. Because you know who the British public trust? They trust the late Queen Elizabeth II. And it was her decision, Sam, that he had to make a choice. You can't be a part-time royal. You can't be cashing in on your title at some points of the day in order to make millions from Netflix and then try and serve the British public for the rest of the day.
Yes, exactly.
So, unfortunately, I don't believe he will be able to win the British public over. And what I cannot work out, Sam, is why the Daily Mail, where I used to work, has decided to become the mouthpiece, the propagandist for this Rehabilitate Harry, Operation Bring Harry In From the Cold. Every single week, they are pushing this narrative.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
And they've actually run some disgusting columns this week, Sam, heaping the pressure on Prince William to take his brother back. It's like, do you not think Prince William has enough going on at the moment?
Yeah, right.
Heir to the throne, father's got really serious cancer, wife has cancer. Do you really think at the moment his priority should be trying to rehabilitate Prince Harry?
Let me put it in a language you can understand.
This just goes to show you how sick PR is, and I think there are still some people there who are under the hub of their PR who are very left skewed and very, wanting Harry to come back into the fold.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
I to get back to what we were saying, sometimes you just got to laugh. And the only realistic thing I think he could do if he comes